Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Dom's Italian. I'm enjoying a glass of wine, but this weekend we're going to be making a guacamole shrimp pizza. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. Stay tuned. We have a beautiful setup for this pizza. We got some fresh shrimps, which we're going to saute over the oven. And we have some guacamole. We have some onions. We have some avocados. We got some miniature tomatoes, garlic, chives. We got it all for this pizza. So let's get started. The first part of this pizza is about getting all the shrimp prepared. So what we're going to do is we're going to prepare this pan. We're going to melt some butter. You want to make sure that's melted before we add any other ingredients. We don't want to burn that butter. We're going to add some onions. Add some garlic. Add to that flavor. We want that butter to warm up pretty good. We want these flavors to saute right inside before we add any shrimp. We're going to add a little bit of sweet chili, poblano peppers to spice it up. We're going to add about a cup of wine. I love that sound. Finally, we're going to add these shrimps and we're going to let them cook slowly for a couple minutes until they turn pinkish. And when they turn pink, we know they're ready. But we're going to let them saute in this nice heated paletta. Of course, we're going to stir them. And one more thing that we're going to add is a little bit of paprika, sweet pepper with some spice. I'm just going to stir it with a knife. Make sure they all get a little bit of wine and garlic, onion, a little bit of hot pepper. This is all on medium heat. We're going to let that sit there. I'm going to put a lid on it. And we'll give it a few minutes for those to turn pink. Okay, the shrimp is almost ready. We're just going to add a little bit more onions. A little bit more pepper and onions together. Some fresh parsley. And now I'm going to shut the fire off and I'm just going to let this pan cool. I'm going crazy. I smell the shrimp cooling down. I'm salivating, but I'm having a glass of wine and we're going to go through all these ingredients together. We got the guacamole, we got the purple onions, we got the avocados, we got garlic, we got beautiful miniature tomatoes, we got sweet chili poblano peppers, we got chives, and of course some parsley. And let's see what this is gonna look like. Okay, our next step is to chop up some onions. And we're also going to need some garlic. Of course, we need some parsley. We're going to cut some fresh leaves right now. We're going to use a lot of parsley. It adds a lot of intense flavor. Especially with this recipe, I think it's going to work fine. So now we're going to prepare some chives. We're going to take a few strands of these, chop them up, and add them to this beautiful combination. And now we're going to chop up some poblano peppers. We're going to get a red and a green one, dice them up, and add them to everything else. So now that the shrimp's cooled off, it's time to peel them out of their shell. This process takes a little bit of time, but it's worth it. We're gonna take the shrimps all out, put them on the pizza, add all the other ingredients to them, and bam, we're gonna have something amazing. And now that the shrimp is out of its shell, we're gonna add some more paprika. We're gonna let the paprika marinate inside. And now that all the paprika's in, I'm just gonna mix it in. We'll let that sit and move on to the dough. And now it's time to stretch the dough. Of course, I made this in advance a couple days ago, and now we're just gonna stretch it out and continue to make a nice pizza. Now I'm gonna grab the dough, lift it off the board, stretch it, let gravity do its toll. The dough is nice and soft. It's stretching out on its own. Okay guys, now that we got the dough ready, it's time to top the pizza. We're gonna start off with a little bit of olive oil. We're gonna coat this dough so it absorbs this beautiful olive oil. Gonna add some garlic. We want that garlic right in the dough. And now we're going to add the mozzarella cheese. We're going to coat that oil with this cheese. I'm going to add some onions. I'm going to add some chili peppers. And now I'm going to add the shrimp. Gonna add some chives. And I'm gonna add some tomatoes. Some parsley. And if you're wondering about the guacamole and the avocado, that's going on after the pizza comes out. And now it's time for this to go in there. And now while the pizza's cooking, I'm gonna have a glass of wine and I'll try one of these shrimps. Very good. And while the pizza's cooking, we gotta get the avocado ready. We're gonna do that by peeling off the skin. You wanna make sure these avocados are tender, soft. If you buy them and they're hard, just let them sit out for a few days until they tenderize. Now what you want to do is you want to slice them up. And these are going to go right on top of the pizza. Okay guys, the pizza's ready to come out. Wow. Look at those colors. I can smell the aroma. And now it's time to put on the guacamole. We're going to use my fancy spoon and spread it on this pizza. This is going to be flavorsome. And finally, we're going to add the avocado. And we're going to add a little bit more. We're going to add on some chives. Parsley. And some paprika. So guys, now that it's cooled off, I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil. And cut the pizza. This pizza's still a little bit hot, but I want to get into this. I want to taste those greens. I want to taste the shrimp, the chives, the avocado, the guacamole. I want to taste it all. I have a feeling this pizza's gonna be awesome. Guys, look at the colors. Look at the chives. Look at the avocado. Look at the shrimp. The little tomatoes. What do you think this is gonna taste like? I'll tell you in 1 second. 1, 2, 3. Guys, there's no words that can describe this amazing pizza. But I'll tell you something. It's beautiful. Cheers, salute. Thank you for watching. Ciao.